Gemini, what's really good? Welcome to your Hermit Mode reading. We're about to take a little journey to wrap up this year's business here, 2022. All right, any kind of last karmic details we need to wrap up so we can really get into next year properly freed from the old shit. All right, welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the details, the mysteries of our lives. There are many layers, as you well know. I'm going to leave it there and we're going to get right into it. Hang on, I'm seeing something on my card that is making me crazy. Hold on. Come on now. Okay, cool. All right. All right. So let's take a little hermit journey, shall we? Through the forest. The forest is the place we're trying to get out of. It's what's all over your life. It's the frequency you don't like. It's the place you don't like. The situation or circumstances you don't like. Let's find out. All right. What is the forest? Let me lay it all out. Okay. The forest. Here's the trees with the distractions. Here's the darkness making it hard for you to get your bearings and find your way through. Here's the light where we can draw a little hope, a little faith, a little motivation and inspiration. Here is what you got to deal with and wrap up once and for all so that you can move forward on the good foot. All right. And that's the new path. So the forest. Let's find out more. What's the forest you're trying to get out of here? Relationship. Mutual respect. Okay. So somebody doesn't want to have mutual respect, and or there's a relationship you would like to escape. A connection that you would like to escape. Okay. Or some such thing as that. Or connections. When that happens, you find yourself in this place. When you get into these connections, you find yourself into this place you want to get out of. Okay. So all over you want to get away from it. All right. Trees, distractions. Babies, pregnant ladies, and or change. Everything always change every time you get into a relationship, or every time you get into a relationship with somebody, they always change, or you always change. Get off on your floor. The darkness. The darkness is because there's a lack of communication. This is a healing, mutually beneficial conversation right here. Okay, so you're either in a situation where you're reluctant to do what relationships require, and or you are getting into relationships where it's always with somebody who's reluctant to do what's required in a relationship. What seems to be the problem, why you keep finding these people, kind of thing. All right. So all right. Okay, so let's go on. The light. Okay, the light is this. You got to have a level of confidence. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a level of confidence. What you mean by that? Also, that's attracting. That's attracting and not chasing right there. What do you mean by that? Okay. That means you are the prize, feminines. You are the prize, and you're looking for the 10 of cups. You ain't looking for shit else. Look like here. All right? And reaching out for an opportunity to connect. Let them reach out for an opportunity to connect. Don't you go reaching out. All right? If you're a masculine, then this is about you needing to be with someone who has that level of confidence, so they don't become dependent on you for validation. And then if you don't like them today, then they don't like themselves, and then they start acting out, and then next thing you know, you're dealing with something weird when you was just trying to have a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So you feel me? So you need someone with that level of confidence, but at the same time, that means you got to follow the protocols of the relationship and make sure that the lady doesn't have to question your understanding of her value. You feel me? So Here's what you have to address: commitment issues. Okay, for the ladies, sit still, be well seated within the self. That's it. Don't move. These are the protocols of the Ten of Cups experience. You dig what I'm saying? If you got to get up off your throne, that's not the one. That's not the one. You got to go get him. It's not the one, I'm telling you. Because you're going to need, and let me tell you, listen, young people. Okay, this is for the young people. Excuse me, old school. Young people, okay, this is how you do it. I know you think you thought of some nifty ways. Wait, why does the man always have, listen to your fucking elders and your ancestors. Okay, we've been here longer than you. All right? Absolutely. There's a reason why you should handle it that way. All right? Because especially in the beginning of the relationship, because you don't want to set any precedents. In the beginning, that's when all the precedents are getting set, you know? So if you get up and you go after him, that in the whole relationship, you're going to have to go after him. You feel me? Do you feel me? I mean, he might come after you a couple of times, or y'all might have a season where he's being the man. You know what I mean? But generally speaking, he's going to revert back. I mean, listen, look over the case studies, y'all. You don't have to believe me. Look over the case studies. I mean, how many people are you running into these days who's like, oh, yes, we've been married for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. How many are you running into these days? Right. You want them 30, 40, 50-year marriages? You got to do the shit that the ancestors was doing. Facts. I'm telling you right now, everybody knew their place better back then. You know, now, of course, there was pros and cons. Always. Ain't nothing changed there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to take the bad stuff. Take the good shit. Take the shit that was working. You know, the men knew. They didn't look to you to support the family. That's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, can you cook something? Can you cook dinner? Can you take care of the house? Like, that's a whole job. That's a whole fucking career. Do you feel me? And by all means, you know what I'm saying? Work from home, get you some bread on the side, hire somebody to clean, bitch, if you brand new, okay? If you modern and shit, okay? Absolutely. And then you go out and hang out and, you know, hire a babysitter, you know? But don't neglect your kids. You know what I'm saying. I hope you know what I'm saying. Hear me and feel me for best results. But, you know, look at the households now. I mean, you know, let's just take a look, y'all. Let's just take a look. All right, like forget all your philosophy and your political designations. Take a look. When women left the home, look at these homes now. Look at the kind of kids that's coming up in these homes. Mass shootings. What you mean your kid lives in your house and you don't know who they are? What do you mean by that? What do you mean you didn't know he was turning into some sort of fucking homicidal murderer? How do you achieve it? When you live in the same house with this dude? No, I blame you. The parents should go to jail too. Shout out to the people who the mass shooters and their parents got to go to jail. Facts. Because you a menace to society. You know what I'm saying? You a menace. And that child is a victim. You feel me? Facts. So that's the sensation that I'm getting. Know your place. Know your place. And then be in that place. And that's how you get the Ten of Cups. That's how you get the bloodline lined up properly. The ancestors are pleased. Here's the ancestors reaching out with the helping hands. They're going to help. Because we attract, we don't chase. Right? So men, Gemini, that's what you want. You looking for that kind of lady. Because then you can have a Tuesday. And return home and you'll be loved still. Right? As opposed to, you didn't call me all day. You didn't. Hello? Bitch, can I take a deep breath without telling you how pretty you are? And maybe you could still be a whole person when I get home? Is that possible? You know what I mean? That sort of thing? You know? But those are deeper problems. That's bigger than you. That's bigger than you. So if you love that person, you can be patient with them. But, you know, make them deal with the shit. You know, but for the ladies, don't think you're going to get the kind of man you want. If you had to go get him, he's never going to turn into the man you want under those circumstances. You know? Because we be thinking, oh, later, it'll be his turn. Now, he won't get it. He won't get the cue because you already set the precedent. You feel me? So, pow. Remain seated within the self, okay? And fellas, handle the obligations of commitment. Understand them. They're there for your safety and security. Okay? And so you don't have to be in court about a thing, and you don't have to pay child support about a thing, because you met the obligation. Seated within the self, not letting nobody shake your soda, right? To the point where you can't function well. And you think that's normal. That's not normal. Okay, for those people who was thinking that was normal, okay? Shout out to everybody who knew better than that. All right, fantastic. And bless everyone. Bless us all. Okay, so understand what commitment is, fellas, and understand what it isn't. You should not be burdened any more than anybody else in the relationship. You know what I mean? Because we ladies have our own burdens in relationships because you're around, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be looked at that way. You know, just understand that it's to safeguard your way. Okay? It's to safeguard your way. So this is what you need to address. The commitment, the favorable outcome, the doing what needs to be done to get the favorable outcome. Being seated within the self on all the levels you need to be seated within yourself. Let's get some clarification on that. Okay, yeah. Somebody has every right to be upset. Okay? So ladies, when you have every right to be upset, yet you still love this fool, yet you still willing to be with this fool, then don't cut his balls off, because you're going to need those. You're going to need him to have them. You feel me? So get in control of yourself. All right? Get in control of yourself. Get your feet on the ground. Take a minute. Sit down. Meditate. Then have a healing conversation. Okay? Don't say what you think before you calm down. All right? Because you might be absolutely right. But if you grind this dude down to powder when you need him to be the dude, take out the garbage, pick up the kids, come over here, take me out, whatever, make love to me, he's going to be ballless. And that is going to make you very, very frustrated and further anger you. Okay? Guys, if you want to stop her from being mad, meet your obligation. Be steady. Be well-seated. Be firm. Be available. And that's how you fix it. If you're doing your part, then she got to let you have a Tuesday. That has to happen. She got to let you have a Tuesday and maybe even a Sunday. All right? She got to let you have that. Because you met your obligations. Period in the story. Okay? So let's go one down deeper. Right, facts. Stick to the facts. Stick to the truth. Make it so it can't be argued with. Because it's not about arguing with your lover. Right? That's not why we take lovers. We take lovers to make love. We take lovers to make love. That's what we take lovers for around here. Behind the black veil, if you're anything like me. I'm not trying to be sitting there arguing with somebody. Hello? I could do that with strangers, honey. I don't need to be obligated and cook your ass dinner after I finish arguing with you. Not at all. Hello? Argue with a stranger, go home, eat what you want to eat. Hello? Then, okay, I don't know. Like 15 words got jumbled in my mouth just now. Okay, so let's move on to the good foot. Hey, let the tower fall. Let the tower fall. We got to start from scratch. We got to start all the way from scratch. What you mean by that? Return to the safe haven. It have to be a safe haven. Okay, so the tower's falling. There's water everywhere. This is the deluge in my deck. The tower comes with a nice tsunami in my deck. Right, so there's water everywhere. Great. What do? Hop on your pet whale. Yeah, absolutely. Got to have a pet whale. Absolutely. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about it. It could be water everywhere and it's all good. You see what I'm saying? This is the safe haven. It's mother energy. It's womb, the world womb. Make friends with the mother energy. That's what time it is. Okay, in yourself, in others. Get off on your floor. You know what it is. All right, one more. Using words to remove obstacles. Let the tower fall. Let the tower fall. And Get into a place of honor toward yourself and toward your love if you're in a relationship, or toward your family, your children, whomever. All right? Just get yourself into a place of honor. Okay? Meaning being honorable. And that's it. Nothing more. Do you feel me? Nothing more. Continue forward that way. Brand new. Brand new. All right? Let that tower fall. It was built on a faulty foundation anyway. Don't worry about it. It might be about this relationship. Don't worry about it. Okay? I mean, show concern and compassion, but that's it. Concern and compassion all around, including yourself. All right? I hope that gave you some powerful insights right there, Gemini. For more deep-ass readings like that, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell on your way out. Pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. And I will see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.